Alrighty, I just finished Dungeon Crawler Carl, the first book, which is just called Dungeon Crawler Carl. All of his books are going to be hard to figure out what comes next in this series. But I really like this book. So I'm currently, I mean, you know the ending of book one, but they're about to descend to level 3, and it just makes me very intrigued and interested to read the next book. So I might actually read the next book before I do Secret History. But maybe I'll do them at the same time or something like that. But they're about to go down to the next level. They're about to change their race and potentially their class, or their class and their race. I think that's what they're gonna do. And there's just a lot of intrigue that I have with this novel. Like, I like that it ended the way that it did. They're talking to there's something strange going on down at level 3 that I don't really know what's going to go on, because Audette keeps talking to them, or she talked to them in the interview about how there was something interesting going on. I love that they have a Velociraptor. Like, what is that? That is the coolest thing ever as a pet. They picked a great pet to have. It is a brilliant idea, and I love that Princess Donut is the one that is controlling this Velociraptor. That's hilarious. That's great. But the novel felt strange. Like, it didn't feel like a typical structure of a novel. Like, I'm curious at the end when he finishes all these, if he's just going to put them all together as one novel, because they kind of do feel like one novel. Like, the ending of this was abrupt. And I guess he's just going to do each novel is 2 levels or something like that. Or maybe some of the novels are going to be 1 level, or maybe 3 levels, or whatever it is. But I like how he structures this. And the pacing of it is good. It seems strange that sometimes, but I think he's just captured enough of my intrigue that I want to keep going in this. I think it's a fun novel. It's like one of those light ones where I can kind of just enjoy listening as I'm going for walks, and I don't have to focus too hard. Some of the action sequences do make me a little tired, I have to say. I'm not like the biggest action-oriented writer, which is sometimes why I struggle with Sanderson for his, because he loves doing action sequence and long action sequences. So I think I really think that there's something that is going to happen with Agatha. We kind of met her at the end. There's something that she's strange. She might be like a one of these planets. She might have gotten put into that. Like, maybe she's going to come up later in the entire story, but she's just strange right now. I don't really know what to expect from her. I don't feel like I have enough information to even make some educated guesses right now, because she's probably from like another planet and she's got thrown into this world in some way, but I don't know. I definitely think that those people who are from the old retirement home that are in the dungeon, I definitely think they're going to change their race and their class, and they're going to become useful. I really hope that they do. I think that'd be great, but their levels are going to be so low. I'm curious if it's even going to matter. I don't know what their fate is going to really be. I really loved Carl at the end. I think some of you guys were right in guessing when I was going to really love Carl. It's at that interview. That was hilarious. That was great. He's like standing up for the little guy. That made me really happy. There's not much, to be honest, that happens in the last like hour of listening to this novel. Like, there wasn't a huge amount that because I thought there was going to be like some huge event that was going to take place. But honestly, I think the biggest part of this novel is the interview that he has with the Glug Glug people, or whatever they are. Those like weird teenage boys with the maestro, which they make a weird movie out of apparently in this world. So again, a lot of really fun things in this novel. It makes me very intrigued for the next. And I don't know. I don't even have tons of guesses. Like, I think the biggest plot lines right now are the 2 people that want to murder him. The lady that wants to murder him, really, because her husband, or her partner, is a husband, partner, whatever it is like a shell of himself. So and she ended up like murdering her own daughter, which is bad. Like, she should have been healed. She could have, but she's chasing them. That's the biggest plot line. That's one of the biggest plot lines. Another plot line is, who is Agatha and what is Agatha and what she's doing. That's another one. Another plot line is, what is going to happen with their race and their class change? Are they actually going to do something different? I don't think they're going to change their. I think Carl's still going to be a human, and Donut's going to still be a cat. That seems like it's a clear one. But what their class is going to be, I'm more interested to see what they're going to choose. I feel like Carl's going to choose something with demolition. I feel like there's going to be like a demolition man from Earth. And I don't know what Princess Donut is going to do. I was thinking about that, and I don't know if I have a clear understanding of really what she wants to be. Maybe she's like wants to be a pet handler or something like that. So she'll be like a zookeeper or like a, I don't know, something strange. But we'll see. I'm sure that's going to be in the beginning of the second novel, which I actually probably will start on my walk in a few minutes. So that's another big plot line. I think another plot line that maybe like a side plot line is what's going to happen in level 8 with that whole, or level 8 or 9. Which level is it? With that whole orcish contingent, they have to go kill everyone in that family. That's a huge plot point, I think. Another plot point I think that they're kind of building is these two things, and they're distant crawlers from Carl. But the girl who has the two dogs, she has to pop up in this novel somewhere. It can't just be like she's just some random figure that is like, close in the standings and like is well liked too. I think that they're gonna meet in some way. I think the dungeon is going to force some of these characters to meet, to be honest. And maybe they're gonna have like a like Coliseum kind of event where they have to kill another crawler levels down in order to actually advance. So I think there's going to be even more ethical concerns that happen. Carl definitely is shell-shocked at this moment. He's not, I know some of you have even said that he's shell-shocked. He asks more questions and has more existential crises later. So I'm curious how he's going to plot the rest of the novel, to be honest. I'm very excited for that. So I think that's another plot point. I think another one too is Carl saves these 4 people when they were on the show from this terrible fate. They have to meet these people somewhere. Like maybe I'm just saying like too much about like they have to really like have these meetings and like, see who these people are. But that feels too obvious. Like I feel like these people are going to come back and save Carl in some way. Maybe sacrifice their own life for Carl in some way. So I love that. That's a good plot line too. The elderly people are another plot line, and really what's waiting for them on level 3 I think is the biggest plot line of all, which I'm very intrigued about. So great novel so far. Honestly, not like the deepest. It's not like, a Lord of the Rings or like a like a Wuthering Heights or something, but it is highly entertaining and I'm really enjoying it. Which to be honest, sometimes is all I need in a good novel. Like I just love sometimes a good plot. And obviously like the best novels in the world just have good characters and they have everything combined. But I think I really gravitate toward really well charactered novels. But every once in a while, I just need a really fun plot. And this is one of those books. Again, I've talked about this before, but it's kind of scratching an itch that I really needed in my book reading. Because I'm reading some heavy books. I'm reading like, Game of Thrones. Some fun ones like Harry Potter, which I've read for like, 20 times. Reading, Lord of the Rings, which is, classic work of literature. Wuthering Heights, and some of these others. This is just meeting needs that I need. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But it just is a good book. I'm just enjoying the plot. And I'm excited to see how he develops these characters even more. Because they have developed through this book a little bit, but not significantly. But I'm excited to see how they continue to develop. So that's all I got for you. I'm going to go on a walk in a minute and probably start. Yeah, my dog got really excited. Wes got very excited when I said I'm going for a walk. So I'm going for a walk. I'm going to listen to this as I walk. Book 2. And I'm going to give you my thoughts. Like maybe like every few chapters, I'll just talk about my theories, talk about things that I see. So make sure you subscribe. You can like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.